Oh wait, wrong mask. Now this is more like it. So I've been playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake a lot lately, but I kind of want to leave that game to the side now and go back into Persona 5. Reason why is because I got this bad boy right over here and I'm really excited about it. But that kind of led me to making this video today. I started looking at the other exclusives we have of the Persona 5 Funko Pops and I said, man, one of these is definitely one of my favorite Funko Pops of all time. And then the other one, it's such a brilliant idea. I completely love it too. But then with Fox, I said, okay, now I gotta go ahead and make a video about Fox, but I don't want him to be alone, so I brought his brothers with him today. To be honest with you guys, I never thought I'd find Fox because I think all the other GameStops, well, it's mostly people that have pre-ordered the Funko Pop that have gotten it. I spoke to my GameStop and they told me that, yeah, these are only pre-orders, you know, we already have a limited amount, so we can't do anything about it. I was lucky to find this one though, but very happy that I managed to get it. And so now I have it in my hands and I have to unbox it. We gotta go ahead and take a look at it. But before we do that, I actually wanted to give some love to these two right over here. Now, I haven't really talked about Protagonist over here. And I think, if I'm not incorrect, I've never actually gotten him out of the box. Oh well, before I get him out of the box, I want to go ahead and show you guys what the box looks like. So all Persona 5 Funko Pops have the same box design. Of course, the three that I have in front of me today are the only Persona 5 exclusive Funko Pops. And oddly enough, they're all from GameStop. At the back of the box, we have the Persona 5 Pops right there. Now I do want to say this. I am so excited to get back into Persona 5 Royal, and for that reason I just started thinking about the Funko Pops and I said, wow, we need more Persona 5 Funko Pops. I do like that touch that Funko gave to the Funko boxes of the Persona 5 Pops, and I mean, that's really cool, you know, fans are definitely going to appreciate that. And then we have the logo there of the Phantom Thieves. So those are cool little things, details that you find in these pops. And yeah, I mean, I do have to say, I think the Persona 5 set is probably one of my favorite Funko Pop sets, and it's just because, well, because I love the game as well, just as much. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Protagonist over here. And I mean, pretty simple, but I like it. It's, you know, it's basic. It's just him in his prisoner outfit right there. I love the little chains that, you know, have him tied up right there. That looks so good. His shoes, I mean, his shoes are even different from, you know, I mean, his normal shoes or school uniform shoes, right? But yeah, that looks great. I love his hair. I think they really got a good mold here of Protagonist. Now, of course, we do have him as Joker as well, as you guys can see right there. And then we do have the Chase version of Joker without his mask, pretty much. But this Protagonist one is the special one. And you know what? I do like that they made this one as an exclusive. Of course, it's not as exciting as, you know, Fox or Arsene for that matter. Now, this little guy doesn't come with a stand whatsoever, but if you do put him on a table or a flat surface, he does stand as long as you don't shake that table or surface. But yeah, if you do move him around maybe a little bit forward, he does tend to just, you know, fall off. Now, while I have talked about Arsene before in the past, like I mentioned, he was in my top 10 videos. If there's ever an opportunity to take him out of the box, oh, I'm taking him out of the box. While I have no idea what Funko did here, and let me explain what I mean by that is I have no idea how Funko outdid themselves making this amazing little figure. I do have to say, this thing deserves praise. It's been a minute since this thing came out, you know, back in 2019, probably a little over a year since we have Arsene, but man, it holds its value. It really does. It's incredible. I think that Funko did an amazing job, and this is probably one of their best works. They're one of their best molds, and man, it just looks incredible. From every single detail that you can see here, it's just amazing what Funko did with this mold. Now, one con, or maybe one negative that I was thinking about in this Funko Pop, is that he's very top heavy. His head actually is very, very heavy. And I was looking, trying to see, you know, what connects his head to his body. And it's actually a very, it's not that thick. I would say a very thin, you guys probably won't be able to see it, you know, piece of plastic. So, you know, he does tilt his head a little bit. It does, oh, it actually does go all the way. Oh, his hand does block it, so you gotta go back. But that might be a little bit of a negative, like if you maybe play around it too much or move around it too much, it does feel like his head might fall off. Maybe that's just my arson. Let me know if you do have this pop, guys. I just noticed that about mine. Let me know if maybe you noticed that about yours. Arsene stands beautifully using his wings. Now, my table is not even, but I think if you do have him in an even surface, he definitely does stand very, very well with his wings. And that is, I think, a beautiful way to, you know, give the illusion that he is flying and you know, actually using his wings. Same thing with the Devil Jin Pop that we have for Tekken. They actually use the same idea here that we have for Arsene. Actually, that one came before Arsene. So Devil Jin is the first one with that design. But awesome pop. I'm never gonna stop, you know, talking great things about this pop. I completely love it, and I'm happy that it's in my collection. Then we have our newest addition to the collection, and finally we got a fox. Of course, everybody's asking for a lot of other characters out there, but be patient. I know that Funko's gonna make the rest of the characters, without a doubt, without a doubt. But besides that, just you know, talking about Fox and giving him the spotlight here, I love this pop. Now, I'm looking at it from the outside. We gotta get him out of the box too. But I do want to say, when I did go pick him up, this one had a little bit of box damage. So it wasn't in mint condition. As you can see right there at the front, that little flap is actually up. You know, a little cardboard was kind of like peeling off right there. So it did come with that little bit of damage. And I made the decision to actually pick him up. And the reason why is because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him later down the road or anything like that. If I do, great. I'm actually going to buy a second one if I have a chance to do that. But for now, I just wanted to have him in my collection because I wanted to actually look at the pop. So I went ahead and bought it, you know, even though it did have a little bit of box damage. But besides that, everything else looks great here, you guys. It's in awesome condition. And yeah. Ooh, yeah. I love that mask. Oh, that looks clean. That looks really nice. Here you have him, you guys. Now, Fox does come with a stand, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the stand out in a bit and, you know, put him on there. But that's just a little bit on how he looks right there, y'all. And that mask, yes, it is shiny. I don't know if the light is, you know, making it beam really hard right there. But they use a really nice paint job right there on the mask, so it almost looks like a white glossy paint job, and I love it, you know, when they use that glossy type of paint job. It is different from metallic. Metallic is more, you know, a little bit matte sometimes looking, but this is a shiny glossy white paint, and it gives it a really, really nice touch. And I think, as you guys can see, that's probably one of my favorite things about this pop, that mask. But Fox's whole entire outfit as well looks amazing. Funko did a great job here, from his katana to his outfit, the little details in his outfit. It looks great, you know. And right here, you do see the tail that he has in the back just wrapping around him as well. That looks great. His shoes look classy. But this whole entire pop, I think, looks spectacular. And Funko outdid themselves yet again. I am a big fan of this Fox Funko Pop. There is Fox in his stand, and you should have no difficulty displaying him anywhere in your collection. We are gonna do things a little bit different in this video. Make sure you stay tuned to the end, Nakamas, because that's where I'm actually gonna be giving my final rating. So yeah, doing it a bit different. Let's see how it goes. Like I already said, my favorite thing about the Fox Funko Pop, it's his mask, and I think they did a phenomenal job with the paint job on the mask, and that just really makes this Funko Pop pop. Now, while the paint does bleed in some areas of the Funko Pop, everything else looks amazing, from, you know, his little tail that he has in his back to
to the katana and the sheath of his katana also. Everything looks great. So if I had to rate this Funko Pop, my personal rating for Fox is gonna be an 8 out of 10. Arsene has been my favorite Funko Pop for the last year or so, and I have to say, it definitely does retain that spot. Arsene is definitely my favorite Persona 5 Funko Pop at this point. If Funko makes more, of course, I want to know how the other molds for the other characters are going to look. I think that Funko would do a great job with more characters. But besides that, if we're talking about Arsene here, I think Funko did another spectacular job. From his mask that he's wearing to his whole entire outfit and getup, Funko, I mean, they really did deliver here, you guys. His hat, his top hat looks amazing. You can see the small details right there in the back of his hat as well. And his wings just look spectacular. I mean, he looks like an angel of death. And I just love what Funko did here. It goes without saying that Arsene is definitely my most highest top rated Funko Pop, because I have to give him a 10 out of 10. For Funko Pops, I think he is one of the best ones that Funko has done, and he definitely is up there in my list of top 10. Last but not least, we have Protagonist. And while he's not the most detailed Funko Pop, or well, better yet, he doesn't have as much detail as Fox or Arsene for that matter, I do have to say that I like the idea. I love what Funko did here, and giving him this outfit I think makes him look incredible. I think it's a great look for the character. Now what Funko didn't do such a great job with this Funko Pop is definitely the paint job. You can see there some white paint bleeding into the black. As a fan of Persona 5 and as a fan of the video games and, you know, having played them, I do have to say I love this, and having it in my collection and displaying it with the rest of my Persona Pops and also collection that I have for Persona figures. My personal rating for Protagonist is gonna be a 6 out of 10.
That's gonna do it for us today, Nakamas. Of course, I leave you guys with the question as well. What do you guys think about these Funko Pops, and what would be your rating? Do you think I was too harsh on some of them, Protaka namely, or do you think I was crazy giving Arsene a complete score, a 10 out of 10? Let me know everything and anything down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, Nakamas.